Okay, so I had no intention of doing a reaction to today's Nintendo Direct. The past few Directs were kind of okay in a sort of, oh, it is interesting that this exists sort of way, but not much that really grabbed my attention. And the Pokemon Direct completely failed at that. Show me some actual battles in Pokemon Legends ZA, dang it! I want to know how it plays! So yeah, I decided to just watch this reactor on my own time. But as I was watching it, it's like, holy heck! Holy cow! What the heck? Are you kidding me? Wow! And it's like, oh! I absolutely should have done a reaction to this one. So you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do a post-reaction and give my thoughts on what this Direct has. Because I have plenty of thoughts on this, and I want to get those thoughts out there. So first thing is first, we're celebrating Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary, and I have wonderful news. There is absolutely no mention whatsoever of limited releases. Now, if only they would bring back Super Mario Bros. 35. 6 months is not long enough to enjoy a game. That's not even a full anniversary. That's half an anniversary. Now, the first reveal of interest was this Super Mario Bros. Movie trailer, and at first glance I thought, wait, is this a new Mario game? Does it actually look that good? And then I realized, wait, no. This is a trailer for the next movie. And then the title was revealed, and it's like, whoa! Galaxy? And I'm thinking, okay, that actually does make sense, because, slight spoilers here, but there was a Luma in the first movie, but then I realized, oh wait, Peach had a mysterious origin. I bet you this movie is going to explain that origin. So this is definitely going to be cool to see. And yes, it's going to have the same famous actors as before. And, okay, while I'm sure these actors have a fun time being animated characters, does anybody else miss the days when voice actors were just voice actors and not just big-name celebrities? Mario did not need Chris Pratt in order to be successful. I want to see the rise of voice actors outside of TV animation. And then they showed off Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 coming to Switch, and that's cool, I guess. I'm not that interested, because I still have both games on the Wii. And it doesn't seem like there's much to sell me on double dipping. Some extra pages to Rosalina's book, but if that's all, not worth it to me. What's definitely kind of cool is that Rosalina's book is going to become an actual physical book. Slightly lame, though, that the actual physical book does not include the new pages that the HD remasters are including. I guess that really is the only selling point for the HD remasters, and they want to keep it. Next was Mario Tennis Fever. I really enjoyed the Mario Tennis game on Nintendo 64, and I've been wanting to play one of the new games, but Mario Tennis Aces on Switch sounded kind of disappointing. Like, the story mode sounded half-baked. This one sounds really cool, though. The story mode looks pretty interesting, and the gimmick of all of those special rackets, it definitely sounds like a fun addition. And also, the extra modes look fun. Gotta love extra modes. However, then it was revealed that it was a Nintendo Switch 2 game, and I don't really have that yet. And I don't know when I will get a Nintendo Switch 2. It is just really difficult to dump $500 on a console in one game. Oh, I do like the Mario Wonder Flower is a commentator, though. That's kind of funny. And then Nintendo revealed a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Mario Bros. Wonder. And it's like, really? Really? I am in the middle of Let's Playing Super Mario Bros. Wonder on the Switch 1 right now. I don't have a Switch 2 yet, and you're telling me that there's content for the Switch 2? I mean, at first it looked like it was going to be just some multiplayer content. Honestly, I'm not sure if there's any way to enjoy this stuff single player, or if you could play with random people online. If it was just that, it'd be like, no big deal. But then they show that there is in fact some sort of new single player content, so it's like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to do a season 2 of this game at some point. I don't know when I'll get a Switch 2, but when I do, you'll be seeing this game again. Also, the Talking Flowers thing, that is kinda neat that that exists, I guess. And the final 40th anniversary reveal was Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. I don't know how many people are actually going to be interested in this game. I mean, it's definitely not a traditional Yoshi's Island sort of game. Certainly doesn't look that way. However, I am definitely interested. It looks like a pretty cozy game, and I definitely enjoy cozy games. In fact, I'm finishing one up right now. They definitely don't show much of this game, though, I tell you that. They'll probably show more later. I do like that various characters get to ride on you, though. And in hindsight, I'm kinda surprised that wasn't much of a thing in recent Yoshi games. I mean, you're a Yoshi, you have a saddle shell, so let's give these characters a ride. Also, it's another Switch 2 game, and it also releases in spring. And in fact, a bunch of these are releasing in spring. Well, I'll tell you what, next spring is definitely going to make me really consider getting a Switch 2.
Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream will launch next spring.
Okay, that is a funny gag.
For this new dream life.
So, Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming to Switch 2. That's not really a surprise. I am still not interested. As I said before, it's not Final Fantasy VII. It's a game based on Final Fantasy VII. For the record, I have not actually watched the Kirby Air Ride Direct yet, because I knew it was going to be a Switch 2 game, and as I said, I don't have one, I don't know when I'll get one, so why would I watch this Direct for it? Also, amiibos are still a thing. Okay. I will say that amiibo have felt really underutilized outside of games like Smash Bros. For the Wii U and Super Mario Maker 1. So, it's actually kind of refreshing to see a little bit of innovation here with the swappable attachments. Later on, there was the Dragon Quest VII remake, which was, for me, really obvious what it was right off the bat, because I've actually played the original on the PlayStation 1. I'm not actually sure how interested I am in getting this game, but I do have some nostalgia for it. Believe it or not, Dragon Quest used to be completely abandoned in America. After Dragon Quest IV on the original Nintendo, we never got 5 or 6. Finally, we got 7 on the PlayStation 1. And that was the beginning of Dragon Quest's revival in the US, alongside the remakes of 1 through 3 on the Game Boy Color, which were actually how I got into the series. And the reveal of this game was actually pretty cool, because on Enix's website, this was before they merged with Square, they did this little teaser whenever you opened their website, where it would show snippets of a cutscene, and as the days went on, they extended the length of that cutscene before finally revealing that it was Dragon Quest VII. So the release of that game was a really big deal. And here was the biggest drop of this Nintendo Direct. What? Are you kidding me? Oh. Are you kidding me? It requires a peripheral to play? I mean, it's cool that the games on the Virtual Boy are no longer abandoned to the Virtual Boy, but the games on the Virtual Boy are in general just okay, with a couple of exceptions. So I'm not really sure it would be worth buying a peripheral just to be able to play them. Especially when it's already possible to emulate these games without any sort of peripheral. Yes, I said the E word. Nintendo, if you're going to compete with emulation, you need to actually compete with emulation. And alienating the people who don't want to buy a gimmicky peripheral is not the way to do it.
Let's see some more headlines.
Power Wash Simulator 2. This is a game that exists, and I can totally see there being reason for this game to exist. It's definitely a niche game, but there is an audience for this sort of game. And then we get to the Metroid Prime 4 trailer, and I could tell right off the bat from the art style that this was something for Metroid Prime 4. What I did not expect was Samus riding a motorbike. That is kinda hilarious. Actually, it makes me wonder, which is funnier, Samus riding a motorbike or Link riding a motorbike? Anyway, it is definitely interesting to see an open world segment in a Metroid Prime game. Considering how Metroid games tend to be full of winding hallways, this is definitely an interesting change of direction, and certainly justifies the use of a bike. And in fact, there was a hallway segment showing her bike as well. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be mostly the same classic Metroid gameplay, but it is also cool to see the game mixing things up a bit.
What's this?
And then we have this game. Oh my gosh, that is so creepy. Why is that so creepy? So, among all the farm sims on the Switch, apparently Pokemon is joining the ranks. But now I can understand why you never see a Ditto transform into a human in the games. Well, I'm sure someone out there will find this cute. As an aside, it's definitely interesting to see Pokemon news in a regular Nintendo Direct. It used to be that Pokemon news was always exclusive to Pokemon Directs. Like, I remember whenever E3 was still a thing, there would always be some Pokemon trailers before the Nintendo Direct. Hey, by the way, Pokemon Legends ZA is getting DLC. The game hasn't even released yet. It is never a good look to announce DLC for a game that has not released yet. That's basically saying, hey, instead of including this content with the game, we're just gonna hold on to it and sell it separately. I mean, cool that the DLC is 2 Raichu Mega Evolutions. Raichu is one of my favorite Pokemon. I like it way more than Pikachu. But why is this not included with the game? So by the way, it was at this point that I decided that maybe I really should have done a reaction to this. And so here I am. In other words, I have not actually watched the rest of this Direct yet. So let's see what we got here.
Welcome to the sprawling world of Monster Hunter.
Okay, Monster Hunter Stories 3 is kind of interesting. I have the first one, but I got kind of bored by it, because, well, partly my own fault, because I just tended to revisit new layers to try to get new dragons over and over again, rather than actually progress the story. Sometime I wouldn't mind getting into these games, because what I did play was pretty interesting. Being able to battle alongside dragons and ride on them, it's actually a pretty cool RPG. The Dragon Quest remakes are presenting an interesting situation for me. I've been wanting to Let's Play the Dragon Quest games, but I've been wanting to start with the Game Boy Color remakes of them. But it's like, is it worth doing the Game Boy Color remakes whenever these HD remakes are a thing? I mean, maybe? Kind of would be an interesting look back. Don't know when I would actually get to them, regardless. Okay, how do they intend to do the 9 and the title of the game down there in Requiem on the game's box?
Thank you for watching so far. Next will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
Alright, last one. Show me something cool.
So I can save my father's life.
Oh, it's Fire Emblem. Yeah, I guess that's kinda cool. I don't really play Fire Emblem games, and I'm not really interested. So, I guess that's the end of this reaction. So, overall, definitely a cool Nintendo Direct. Most of the coolness was definitely in the 40th anniversary stuff. I tell you what, next year, Nintendo's really going to start making me want a Switch 2. Now then, next week, it's back to business. I'm going to be having a bonus episode for a cozy indie game called Little Kitty Big City. And then Super Mario Bros. Wonder continues on. I'll be heading into World 3. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Oink!
You think I'd let you deny me?